Hello everybody, Rusted Ground here. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are in Morgan's hut at the moment, or in Morgan's house. Her mother saved us from the Darkspawn. And we're still alive. Alistair is still alive as well. We spoke to Morgan for a second. But now we should, like, her mother is waiting for us to speak to her. So let's just go and do that.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Afraid you were going to be left alone, my friend?
Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the King. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends?
What?
Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
Then what does that
Witch of
mean?
the Wilds.
I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
A bit of magic? Frickin', like, your magic keeps the Darkspawn away. That's more than a bit. If you're Flemeth, you must be very old and powerful.
Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you? Yes, on both counts.
Mm-hmm.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother once said. Duty must come now. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Of course it hasn't changed.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The King had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
Whoa. What is this Archdemon exactly? Can
It
we
is
go
said
through this
that
again?
long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An Archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
What could the Turn hope to gain by betraying the king? I think I have a feeling I know
The
this
throne?
answer, but exactly.
He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al-Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
Al-Eamon, the Earl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men.
Uh-huh.
And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Okay. Well, that's a plan, maybe. Everyone will see the danger the Blight possesses, right?
You could wait for the Archdemon to make its appearance. I imagine that might be convincing.
It's been centuries since the last Blight. Nobody will take it seriously until it's too late.
Surely there are other allies we could call on, right? That's why we got the those scrolls.
Of course! The treaties!
Whoa.
Grey Wardens can demand aid
Exactly.
from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're
Exactly.
obligated to help us during a Blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Archdemon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Do we have the treaties? Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Ooh. Well. Yes.
No,
Thank you
no,
for everything.
thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear.
Oh,
Shall we
here we
have
go.
2 guests for the eve? Or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Boom.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you
What?
had ears.
What? I think that would be a great idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
You're very generous, I have to say. Was this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance. Whatever the form.
Okay, okay,
Not
okay.
to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Easy
Point
there.
taken.
Okay, we got
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I
it. Whoa.
understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Okay. She won't come. Okay, well, let's try this. She won't, we'll try to keep her unharmed, although
Allow me to get my things,
You
if
know.
you please.
that's never a real promise.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Actually, I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
So, are you really Flemet's daughter?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from
Okay.
her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
Okay. I'm just wondering her age. It's just difficult to imagine her as
Young,
a mother.
married, pregnant. Who said she was any of these things? I certainly did not.
Okay. Have you ever been Have you never been outside of the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned. watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
But is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit more about this village to the north?
It's a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your imperial highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Okay. Is there any reason to go to Lotherings then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travellers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed.
Okay.
Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
Alright. And how are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I see. Huh, true, exactly. I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The Darkspawn are camped farther in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Okay. And what skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am
You're a
nowhere
mage.
near as
Nice.
powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook.
Jesus,
Yes.
Alistair. Really? Really? Oh, these two answers. No. Never mind him. You don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
Yeah, whatever, man. We can cook on our own. I have no more
Farewell,
questions.
Mother.
Whoa.
Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Whoa, here we go. New quests. A lot of new quests. 3, 4. Jesus, what? Okay. And codex updated. Wait a second. So, let's looky here. Characters. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. King Kaelin Tyrin, son of the legendary king Maric Therin. Kaelin was the first Ferelden king born into a land free of foreign rule in 2 generations. Since his father's death, he's held the throne alongside his queen, Anora. He fell in battle alongside Duncan at Ostagar. Yes, because of Logain's betrayal. Sir Cothrian. Cothrian came to Logain's service the hard way. She belonged to a poor family and was out doing work on the farm when she saw a man on horseback being attacked by several bandits. She rushed to his assistance and found out belatedly that the man she saved was none other than the great hero Logain. Whoa. Though she was hardly more than a child, he took her in, offering her a position with his soldiers, and she climbed through the ranks through sheer determination. Becoming the commander of Marik's shield, Logain's elite soldiers, was the proudest moment of her life. Nice, okay. Did we meet Sir Cawthorne? I don't think so. Duncan. Like many others, Duncan gave up his family name when he joined the ranks of the Wardens, a symbolic gesture of cutting ties. He might say this was a convenience in his case, however. His mother was from the Anderfells and his father from Tevinter. His childhood was spent in the Free Marches and Orlais. His people were everywhere and his homeland was nowhere. He was given the almost impossible task of leading the Wardens in Ferelden, a kingdom that had thrown the Order out 200 years earlier. Facing local suspicion and hostility, he set about finding recruits. He was killed in the battle against overwhelming numbers of Darkspawn at Ostagar alongside King Cailan. Alright. Earl Aemon Gerin. As the maternal uncle of King Cailan, Earl Aemon is not one of the king's most trusted advisors. Redcliffe, while not a large or especially wealthy part of Ferelden, is a critical strategic location. The fortress guards the western pass that leads to Orlais, as well as the major trade route with Orzammar. A well-respected man, though not the most charismatic, King Cailan once said of him, "My uncle Aemon is a man everyone thinks well of when they remember to think of him at all." Whoa, okay. Flemeth, here we go. Ages ago, legend says Ban Conabar took to wife a beautiful young woman who harbored a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of High Ever. And for a time, they lived happily until the arrival of a young poet, Ozan, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the Chassin tribes for help and hid from Conabar's wrath in the wilds until word came to them that Conabar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one final time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap, of course. Conabar killed Ozan and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination. What? A twisted, maddened creature, she slaughtered Conabar and all his men and fled into the wilds. For 100 years Flemeth plotted, stealing men from the Chassin to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Korkari witches led an army of Chassin from the wilds to strike at the Alamari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say, but even now the Wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the marsh, and she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Uh-oh. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the Tower of Ishal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. Damn. Of course there had to be a twist, right? Logain MacTyr. Logain was born a farmer during a time when his country was under foreign occupation. When he was still a boy, he joined the resistance, where his considerable tactical genius quickly became apparent. He became close friends with Prince Marik, the last true heir to the Ferelden throne, and together they led the rebels to drive out the forces of the Orlesian Empire. Marik raised his friend to the nobility, and Logain is now more of a symbol than a man. He represents the Ferelden ideals of hard work and independence. During the Battle of Ostagar, he fled the field, leaving King Cailan and the Grey Wardens to die. And we need to find out why he did that. Is it just a lust for power, or was there something else? Okay. Morrigan. Of herself, Morrigan says little. She does not deny being a witch of the wilds, but beyond that, everything about her is in question. Her mother claims to be Flemeth. If that's true, then Morrigan might well be a very powerful witch, for the tales of the daughters of Flemeth tell of twisted, monstrous women who can kill a man with fear. She was made to accompany the surviving Grey Wardens, the payment Flemeth said for saving their lives at the Tower of Ishal. Okay. What else do we have here? Heavy armor. Yeah, I looked into that. Okay. And quests, here we go. The Earl of Redcliffe, so seek out Earl Aemon. Alistair thinks that you should seek the help of Earl of Aemon Gerin, the Earl of Redcliffe. Earl Aemon is a highly respected noble and has a great deal of influence in the Landsmeet. Alistair believes that he will certainly aid you once he learns about Logain's betrayal. A paragon of her kind, gain Orzamar's aid in battling the Blight. Orzammar, okay. You need to travel deep underground to the fabled dwarven city of Orzammar to earn the trust of her king and dwarven troops for your army. Alright. Nature of the beast. Gain the cooperation of the Dalish clans. The wandering Dalish elves, if brought together, are a force to be reckoned with. While they remain suspicious of outsiders, they may still honor the old Grey Warden treaties. Go to the Dalish elves and seek their help to fight the... Okay, so now we need to go everywhere and gather... Okay, get help. Okay, and then the Broken Circle. This is the Magi, right? Gather the mages of the circle of for your army. The Circle of Magi is a group of powerful mages. If you can enlist their help, they will prove formidable against the Darkspawn. The Circle Tower is situated on Lake Calenhad. Okay. Got it now. So, can we talk?
What do you need?
Yo. Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Okay. That doesn't mean I don't... he was like a father to you. This one seems okay. He was like a father to you.
I should have handled it better.
Uh-huh.
Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be... There's no need to apologize. What the hell?
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
Yeah, I understand him, but he did send us to the... he'd send us to the tower. We just had to obey the order, right? But I understand him.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
It's not like that would make him happier.
Exactly.
I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the second one. My entire family was murdered just recently.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry.
Again, no need to apologize.
Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to High Ever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Okay, cool. Ooh, Alistair approves. +6. Oh, that's good. That's good, right? Okay. Flemeth?
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
Well, now that you mention it... Oh, could you answer some questions?
Questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action.
Well, we still have some time, okay, so... How long have you lived in the wilds?
Since before I was wrinkled and old. Ah, you may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her.
Whoa. That must have been a long time ago. Okay, you don't seem happy about that.
I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete.
Can I ask about your magic?
What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently.
Do you have any advice?
About the Darkspawn?
About anything really? About the wilds. No, yes, about
Only
the
that they are more cunning than they appear. More important by far is the Archdemon. It is the core of this taint, and while it lives, so does the Blight. This Ternlogain is different. You must deal with the repercussions of his deeds before you can face the Archdemon, unless it finds you first.
Okay. What will you do once we're gone?
Have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
Oh my
This
god.
is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. Bah! May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
Okay. Okay, girls.
Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
Okay. Now, let me look at Morrigan here. Oh my god. Jesus, that's a lot of spells here. I'm gonna have to take a moment here, guys, and please excuse me for this, but I need to read through these. So, Winter's Grasp. The caster envelops the target in frost, freezing lower-level targets solid. Those that resist suffer a penalty to movement speed. Okay. Drain life. The caster creates a sinister bond with the target, draining its life energy in order to heal the caster. Nice. Disorient. The caster engages in subtle mental manipulation that disorients the target for a short time, making the target a less effective combatant by inflicting penalties to attack and defense. Nice. Vulnerability Hex. The target suffers a hex that inflicts penalties to cold resistance, electricity, fire, nature, and spirit resistances. Alright. Spider Shape. The shapeshifter can transform into a giant spider, gaining a large bonus to nature resistance as well as the spider's web and poison spit abilities. The caster's spell power determines how powerful the form is. With Master Shapeshifter, the mage becomes a corrupted spider, growing still stronger and gaining the Overwhelm ability. That is awesome. Horror. The caster forces a target to cower in fear, unable to move unless it passes a mental resistance check. Targets already asleep when the spell is cast cannot resist its effect and take massive spirit damage. Mind Blast. The caster projects a wave of telekinetic force that stuns enemies caught in the sphere. So multiple, this is an AoE thing. Alright. Lightning. The caster fires a bolt of lightning at a target, dealing electricity damage. Friendly fire possible. Frost weapons. While this mode is active, the caster enchants the party's weapons with frost, so they deal additional cold damage with each melee attack. That one is awesome. And then Herbalism. The chanter can make simple potions. Okay, so Herbalism seems to be like a mage thing, definitely. And then she has frost weapons, whereas the other mage that we had in the party had fire weapons. Okay, guys, just give me another second here. I need to see Morrigan's stuff. Holy moly. Healer, not a chance. She is a damager, definitely. Let me have a look at this. Self, surrounded by at least 2 enemies, cast Mind Blast. Self, health minus 90%, go for Drain Life. Enemies nearest visible, go with Lightning. Enemies nearest visible, Winter's Grasp. No, this needs to change. Okay, that's a damager. What if we go for a debilitator? What does that mean exactly? So she debilitates targets, right? Surrounded by at least 2 enemies, Mind Blast. Nearest visible, Vulnerability Hex. Health, no. Target using melee or ranged attack, disorient. 1 second. Shield bash. 1 second here. So, let me just. I'm just going to look really quickly at the tactics just to set them up. Okay, so we have shield defense, threaten, shield pummel, shield bash, shield cover. Shield cover. Okay. And shield defense. Can I just move these ones a little bit? 1 second here. So shield bash, shield pummel. Threaten needs to be, it's like a buff, shield defense and shield cover. Okay, so boom. Now, let me do this. I'm gonna go for Alistair. So Alistair is our tank, right? So if we go with defender here. Okay, this one looks better. Let's go behavior. I think, and you probably might have already said this in the comments, but at the time of this recording, I think, the reason why nobody attacked the big dude that we fought last was because everybody was in defensive mode, and I think maybe we should put our tank in aggressive mode. And okay. This party member will attack enemies the moment they are visible. The character will fight back if attacked in melee combat, but will chase down enemies, but will not flee the location of a harmful area of effect attack unless directed. Okay, I'm gonna go with aggressive behavior on Alistair here. He needs to be a defender, right? So whenever anything happens, so before anything happens, he needs to activate threaten. So he basically just taunts, not taunts, taunts everybody, let's say. Self being attacked by a ranged attack, activate shield cover by a ranged attack, shield cover, okay. Okay, enemy health less than, okay. Nearest visible, shield pummel. The character follows up an attack with 2 hits from the shield, dealing normal damage with each attack. If the target fails a physical resistance check, it is stunned. Okay, 1 second. Shield defense. While this mode is active, the character drops into a defensive stance that favors the shield, gaining a bonus in defense and an increased chance to shrug off missile attacks, but taking a penalty to attack. Okay, can we have... So we can have threaten and shield defense, I think, at the same time, because shield cover, while in this mode the warrior's shield provides a greater chance of deflecting missile attacks, shield mastery increases. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to go with 1 second here. So self, any, can I go with any? Okay, activate mode shield defense. Oh wait, I cannot. I don't think I can have shield defense and threaten. The warrior adopts a challenging posture to increase enemy hostility with each melee attack. Wait a second. Okay, then no. Then activate shield defense when self is being surrounded by at least 2 enemies. Surrounded by at least 2 enemies, yes. So if you're surrounded by at least 2 enemies, activate shield defense. And then nearest visible, pummel. Yeah, I think that's being attacked by a ranged attack, activate shield cover. Surrounded by at least 2 enemies, activate shield defense. And that's it. And we're gonna go like that. So we're gonna go like save this thing and custom 1, whatever. Okay. Then Morrigan. Let's see now. Morrigan should act like a damage dealer, I believe, but she also has The target, okay, cold resistance, electricity, okay. Disorient. The caster engages in subtle mental manipulation that disorients the targets for a short time, making the target less effective combatant. Disorient. Ooh, disorient is good. If surrounded by two or more enemies, what does Mind Blast do exactly? Mind Blast projects a wave of telekinetic force that stuns enemies. Oh, okay. Okay, that's... yeah, okay. Now, enemies. No, let's go like this. If an ally... If a hero... No, if Alistair... If Alistair... being attacked by a melee attack... Vulnerability hex, is it? The target suffers a hex that inflicts penalties. Or I should go maybe with disorient. The caster engages in subtle mental manipulation that disorients the target for a short time, making the target a less effective combatant. Yes. Disorient. Disorient. Boom. That's it. So basically what I'm thinking about is when like the tank is being attacked by a melee attack, disorient the target so their attacks are of less like they inflict less damage. Wow, cooldown 10 seconds. Jesus. Okay. I think this one should be good. If you're at less than 90%, go with the drain life. Enemy target using melee or ranged attack. Enemy target is using melee or ranged attack. No. If what? If the hero... 1 second. Unless it passes... Okay, target's already asleep. No. Drain life. I'm actually gonna go with enemy and go with any and just freaking cast something. The caster envelops the target in frost, freezing lower level targets solid. Those that resist suffer a penalty to movement and speed. Primal. I'm gonna go with lightning. If whatever, cast lightning. And let's see what happens. And I'm gonna go with that, and I'm actually going to go with a... If she goes into defensive, this party member will fight back if attacked in melee combat, but will not chase enemies if they move away, and will try to remain close to the player. This party member will flee. No. Cautious, will not fight back when attacked in melee combat and will try to run. No. Ranged. This party member prefers ranged weapons and will automatically attack from range when enemies are visible. If attacked in melee combat, the character will fight back, but will not chase enemies if they move away. Ranged. Yeah, let's go with ranged. Let's keep her like that. And let's go save preset and do it like that. Okay. And then Aiden, that's for us. Self any activate. No. We are not using this here. Powerful swings, my friend. That's what you need to be activating. Powerful swings. Yes. Now. Okay. We don't have shield, so if enemy health, this is not good. This is, let's go with if Morrigan's status is stunned, paralyzed, no. If Morrigan's health goes under 50%, you should mighty blow. Yeah, why not? Let's try that. No, that doesn't make sense, does it? Right? Because it wouldn't automatically target Morrigan's target. So no. So just self. Mighty Blow. What does Mighty Blow do? The character puts extra weight and efforts behind a single strike, gaining a bonus to attack. Okay then, so if enemy is below 50%, go with Mighty Blow. Yeah, let's go like that. So we can just freaking finish it. Finish the enemy off. Enemy target using melee attack, Sunder Arms. Okay, let's do that, and we'll go aggressive as well. And I don't know why we went to defender, because this is not defender, but anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go with that. And okay, that's it, guys. That's it. Okay. Sorry. I just had to put these... Can I talk to the dog? Whoa. That's funny. It's okay, man. Okay, so now if we look at the map here. Oh, here we go. What is this? Toggle legend. Okay, and then we have the... Oh, look at this. This is where we are. This is where we need to go. Brazilian outskirts, Denerin, Lake... What? Circle Tower. Redcliffe Castle, Redcliffe Village, Soldiers Pass. Holy moly. So this is where we're gonna go. A small town just off the Imperial... Okay, gotcha now. So, what do we do now? You have just opened the world map. It details major locations of interest around the Kingdom of Ferelden. You can use the world map to travel to various locations, although some are not available until you meet certain criteria. Okay, gotcha. Do we get out of here somehow? Do I need to just click the map and go? I don't... Oh, here we go. Gather your party and venture forth? Yes. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Wait a second. So that's... We just need to leave like that. Alright. I just... Nothing here. Can I get back into the house for a second? No. How the hell do I get back in the house? Is there no way? How do... Oh, there is a way, because there is this freaking door here, right? Oh, this is locked now. Nice. Okay. Okie dokie then. Let's do that. And let's go. Gather your party and venture forth. Yes. And we will go to Lothering, a small town just off the Imperial Highway at the edge of Hinterlands. Because that's... Korkari Wilds, Ostagar. Okay, so these are... Gotcha now. Okay, let's go to Lothering. Pretty nice. Here we go. What? Denerim? Oh, whoa.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most... fortuitous.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
You still haven't answered the
Banon
question.
will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Antigon, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Antigon, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Boom. Damn. Yep. So he is getting called out, apparently. Very interesting.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess that fellow is the leader.
They
What?
don't look much like them others. You know, maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn,
I knew it,
I
okay.
suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Whoa, whoa,
Now,
whoa,
is
whoa.
that any way to
Okay,
greet
easy.
someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
So, oh, you should listen to your friend. We're not refugee. Yeah, let's go like that.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The
Looks.
toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
You're toll collectors, eh?
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it. You're fixing the highway? I think not. Are we gonna get into a fight with these guys? Let's see here. You're fixing the highway, huh?
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you. See?
This guy.
Do shut up.
This guy.
Even a Genlock would have understood that.
Yeah, exactly. Forget it, I'm not paying. I don't have that kind of coin. Or very well, here's 10 silvers. I'm not giving you my 10 silvers. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Or... Ooh. Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Excuse
Greatest of
me?
Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
What?
Are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your Darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
You know the Grey Wardens could use a donation? Oh, I'm trying this one. You know the Grey Wardens could use a donation.
Don't say.
He is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
An excellent donation.
Then take it. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
I like that. So we went basically from getting robbed to robbing these guys. Okay. Whoa. Lothering and the Imperial Highway. Rest and resupply. You have arrived in Lothering and may rest and resupply here. Past the village lies the Imperial Highway, the road that runs through all of Ferelden. The highway will take you to the various places you need to go. Red Cliff, the Bersilian Forest, the Circle of Magi's Tower, and the Dwarven City of Orzammar. Gotcha. What? Okay. Lothering. Bandits on the road. Deal with the bandits taking advantage of the traveler. Bandits have set up a barricade on the road to Lothering. They are robbing innocent travelers by forcing them to pay a toll. You reveal that you are Grey Warden, and they let you go, afraid to cross you. But so should we have engaged them then? Whoa, okay, here we go. World map, got it. Characters. Queen Anora, the only child of the war hero Loghain MacTyr, Anora has never been one to stay quietly in the background. It is common knowledge that in the 5 years Anora and Kaelin held the throne together, she was the one wielding the power. She is held in much higher esteem than her husband by the people of Ferelden, nobility and commoners alike, and commands the respect even of foreign nations, having once inspired Empress Selene of Orlais to declare Anora of Ferelden is a solitary rose among brambles. Nice. Loghain MacTyr. During the battle, okay, he then returned to Denerim and declared himself the regent to his daughter, Queen Anora, demanding the Ferelden follow him against the Darkspawn, upsetting a great many of the bands. Ban Tegan Garen, younger brother of Earl Aemon of Redcliffe and uncle to King Kaelin, Tegan holds the Bannorn of Rainosphere, a tiny province of Redcliffe's squeezed between the Frostback Mountains and Lake Caelanhand. Ban Tegan avoids the Denerim court except to go hunting with his nephew and rarely makes himself heard at the Landsmeet, preferring to leave politics to his brother. I see. Culture and history. Lothering. In ancient times, Lothering was a little more than a trading post that served the fortress of Ostegard to the south. Nowadays, it is larger, serving Redcliffe and the community of merchants and surface dwarves near Orzammar. Its location on the North Road gives it strategic value so control of Lothering has historically been a matter of contention between the southern Banner and the south Reach Erling. King Caelanhand himself stepped in and awarded the town to South Reach in the Exalted Age, which has largely ended the feud, or at least the appearance of it. Cool. Okay, well, since we're here already, I think it's time to stop this episode. And we will continue our adventure in the next one. We have this guy here to
I shall do it.
Woo! A knight's note. Take all. 1 second. Before we do that, we have another quest here. New Codex entry. Where is it? This one, right? A note from Sir Henrik. So many of my fellow knights have been searching for the urn. Surely one of them must have found brother Genitvi by now. Still, until I hear that all is well, I must proceed as planned. Brother Genitvi holds the key to finding the urn of sacred ashes. He always knew this, but I believe I now know where Brother Genitvi lies. I have been to his home in Denerim and found the trail, and I am amazed that other knights have not done likewise. Unless they have, no. It's best not to get caught up in thoughts of conspiracy. Sir Donal awaits my report in Lothering. I must go to him immediately and report what I have learned. Should anyone find these ramblings, all I ask is that he be informed of my fate. I pray that he complete what I cannot. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Now I'm gonna stop the episode here, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We'll continue with this in the next one, but until then, have a safe and good evening or day, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.